Welcome to a new series. This is Newpark Farm by Peter716, one of my favoritist map making modders. He makes some really lovely, comfortable feeling maps. That being said, I have edited this one just a little bit, but just to make it more the way I wanted it to be, because this map is, it's a little map. It's a bit like Newbrook was. It's not the same, but this is the farm that we've gone for. This has got the sheep on it. It also had pigs there, and as you can see, I've put those two sheds in there. I have put that shed in there, put fencing around. I've moved the shed, so there was two long sheds like that one over there, and I've moved that. And that's basically all I've done. I put that tree in as well. Quickly look around the equipment. So we have a Case 2188 combine with a 20-foot header. No, it might be less than that actually. Might be like 18. We're running a Red Rock trailer, the Vicon square baler, the Kun square bale wrapper, which I may have to change because I think I've got the wrong attachment on that. It's a modded version. I may have to change that. Old Faithful, our Bowser. And then we're running a favourite 824, the 1455 XL International, and the John Deere 4955. We've also got a JCB loader, the 52567. We have seen this before. It's had some modifications done to it. This was, I had that on down on the farm on 19. We've got a diesel Bowser. We've got some implements to fit on said loader, and I've got, yes, I didn't go with the attachment to use front loader. I only went with telehandler attachments. And then over here, so you'll notice that pretty much everything is stuff we have never used before, apart from the faithful stuff. We have this muck spreader. It is a high spec. I did it in old colours. You can choose all sorts of stuff. We've got a tedder there. We've got a cultivator there. It's a, is that Lemken? Ooh. Yep, it's a Lemken. We've got a Windrower there, which is the Kavernland. We've got fertilizer spreader, which is also Kavernland. We've got rollers, which I've done, they're the lizard ones. I've done them in the Lemken colours, just to, you know, be matching. We've got John Deere mowers. We've got a Lemken plough, 6-furrow reversible. Lemken drill, and then we've got this, which is the Best Way Field Pro 3 sprayer. Oh, and this, the Herculano bale trailer, which has got auto load on it to make life easier. The objective of this series, as you may have noticed from the thumbnail and the title, is we're going for, oh, I forgot, we got a Land Rover and an Eiffel Williams trailer, and I also put in chickens. We're going for contracting primarily, or we're going to have sheep, we're going to have chickens, we have fields with cropping ready to go. We are working on a non-seasonal basis, and we are just going to do lots of contracts and have a lot of fun, basically. We'll do as many contracts as we can. We'll have a quick tour of the map. So we've got a lovely lake just there. Lots of variable sized fields. A little bit of a wood And then down here we have another farm, which I could have gone with and I chose not to. I just changed the speed there. So there's the other farm. Big one it is. I didn't fancy that. It's got all the farmy stuff on there, but I didn't want the big one. So again, lots of large fields. We're probably, if we're going to do contracting, in particular harvest contracting, probably going to need a bigger combine, to be fair, than what we've got. But ours is good enough to start us off. So here's the dealership. We've got the vanilla Giants houses. I wish somebody would give Peter permission to use their buildings so that he doesn't have to use Giants rubbish. And then we've got, this is the BGA. And then we've got, what is this? The grain and wood merchants. And then this will be the marketplace to buy animals, which we're going to rent a truck to come and buy our sheep. Got a nice track down here, leads us into some more fields and some wooded area. Track goes all the way around. We've got windmills or wind turbines moving very slowly, so they're not producing much electric, are they? Useless rubbish. Yeah, lots of very large fields actually for a small map. I don't have a problem with that. We do have the smaller fields over where we are, so like I said, to start us off, it's going to be absolutely fine with what we have before we get too stuck in to anything fancy. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to buy some sheep, and we also need some bales for these sheep to eat, so we're probably going to cut that. So I'll just get ourselves sorted out, and then we will hire ourselves a truck to go and get some sheep. So we've hired ourselves an MAN, and it's going to do the job. I think it can hold 24 sheep, and I only intend to get 20. We also want chickens, and I don't know if this will hold chickens, so we're going to have to discover that in a minute. So we'll just buzz down at a kind of quick pace. This is one of the reasons why I went with the truck as well, because it's quicker. It's not very good steering on the truck though. A bit woolly. Probably could have done the tour like this, in all fairness. Still, you get to see, oh, there's a track there. We'll be experimenting in there. Probably not. There's lots of trees. I did contemplate doing a whole other series like I did with the Newpark map, of trying to own everything, and I decided that that really was not what I wanted to do. It's hard work, if I'm absolutely honest with you. Does the back of this thing open up then? I'm sure it must do. Yes, look at that, nice bit of animation. Shame you can't open the compartments, but hey ho. Right, we want sheep, please. And we're gonna go with the older ones, and I'm hoping I can afford 20. Buy. Yes. Okay. Back. And then close. So we've got our sheep in there. We've got the closest we can get that look like Suffolks, because I like Suffolks. Don't like these mules and stuff. They look terribly haggard and old and decrepit. Why are all the things down there? All the bollards were down on the road. Interesting. So we'll go this way, and then that's the whole loop taken in of what we got to deal with. There's some farm buildings there that I didn't notice before. Nice. A road that goes up to that farm. Cool. Lots of traffic. I'm sure they're enjoying themselves. There's our farm there over in the distance. So we go up our track. We'll stick these in and then we'll just double check what it is that they're going to require food wise. I'm pretty sure it is just hay or just grass. I think that is the trigger there. I won't open the back, we'll just offload them. Yes. Okay, back. So we should have our 20 sheep in our field. Hello guys, welcome to Newpark Farm. I need to remember not to say Newbrook. I've also got the mod installed to increase or change the animal production. So how many we will get from the animals and stuff. Let's have a look in here then and see what requirements they do need. Grass. Just grass. Don't even have to do water. Oh, I see you looking at me. Okay, so truck. I didn't check. Let's check. Oh, not there. Let's just double check. It does not take chickens. Okay, so this can go back then. Return. You served your purpose. Thank you very much. Shame you don't do chickens. Okay, so seeing as how the mowers are John Deere, it seems only right to use the International. No, we'll use the Great John Deere. Great? Did CEEBUR just say that? We'll use the green John Deere. I hope it's got enough power. I'm pretty sure it has. So basically the first few episodes are going to be us getting ourselves into a position of happiness before we start doing contract work. This is a very good looking tractor, I must say. Sound isn't that great. The engine note could be better. Look at our mowers. So this is the, I think the Kuhn mowers. So you can choose between John Deere and Kuhn, and it actually changes the shape and everything as well. So it's not just a reskinned mower. There are different things on it. So Control and X, and then that unfolds everything for us, and then Control and V will put it down, and Control and B will start it all up. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, it just doesn't sound quite right. Go straight up through the middle. She is going to struggle going up here. For sure. Come on, old girl. Old girls are us. That's what this is. We've got the beasts of 3 manufacturers, basically. Although our 1455 isn't the beast. It is just a 1455 XL. Why? I know why we're missing, because of the dip, but there we go. Thank you very much. And I think we'll go straight across. Because I'm weird, I'm just being a bit different for once. And I've made three-quarters of the Union Jack. No, only kidding. Let's time-lapse this then. Let's get it going. Right, well, she is just a little bit underpowered. However, that front mower seems to have a very wide cut on it in comparison to most fronts. There was a spot down here, little tuft, which will do. There's a couple of tufts over there, but I'm not going to go chasing rainbows. There we go. Lift it up. Brilliant. Gonna fold, or yeah, one day. Well, that was exciting. Bet there's a lot of you out there got excited about that. I did. I'm more excited about what's about to happen now. Dun dun da 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 da. We're gonna use the International. You ready for this? That's what a tractor should sound like. Raw power, nasty with an R. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to row this up and then in the following episode we're going to bale, collect and bring them in for the sheep, give the sheep some food. Clearly I'm going to time-lapse this again with another time-lapse, but what I may do is I may jump cut depending on how quick, because again this tractor also isn't particularly fast. But the gearing I think is better than the John Deere's, which means we'll get a bit more pace around the place. And then clearly the Fendt, which is the most powerful of the 3 tractors we have, is going to be doing gosh, listen to that. She's going through this like butter. Clearly the Fent is going to do the baling, because she's got the most power. Can't remember what the powers are off the top of my head, but I know that the 1455 is actually the least powerful of the three, but she's also the oldest of the three. She's a 70s tractor, I believe, or very early 80s. The John Deere is mid to late 80s, if I remember correctly, and then the Fent is like a mid 90s, so like 94, I think, something like that. So yeah, it's understandable, really. The 1455 was a beast at its time when it was out. Its comparisons, I guess. It's not. It's no, because I think it was bigger. I was just thinking, then, is it the same? Is it comparable to like the 7810 Ford? But I think the 7810 Ford came later, or a bit later. I think like the 6000, 7000 series Fords were the competition for the 1455 in the early stages of it. The 1455 went on for a very long period. Anyway, I'm waffling. You don't want to know all that. Let's time lapse. Well, there she is. Getting a bit closer. In all her glory, finishing off the field. One more strike to do. Now I'm going to go down there and tidy that up as well. That's what I was going to do. What a gorgeous tractor that is. That, my friends, is what you call iconic. For me, anyway. For me. Right, this is one of the tractors that I would have in real life in a heartbeat. Turn you off, fold you up. There we go. Oh, that's right. It was over there, wasn't it? It's okay. So we'll just leave this here for the time being. And you have to wait until the next episode to have a ride in that. Look at that weight. I went with a silly weight. And I'll tell you what, it really suits that tractor. Maybe it's because it's a silly tractor. I think I'd rather have that over a John Deere there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and may the weather be with you.